The largest source of climate pollution in the United States? Transportation. To solve the climate crisis, we need to make the vehicles on our roads as clean as possible. We have only a decade left to change the way we use energy to avoid the worst impacts of climate change. Emissions from cars and trucks are not only bad for our planet, they're bad for our health. Air pollutants from gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles cause asthma, bronchitis, cancer, and premature death. The long-term health impacts of localized air pollution last a lifetime, with the effects borne out in asthma attacks, lung damage, and heart conditions. The electricity that charges and fuels battery electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles comes from power grids, which rely on a range of sources, from fossil fuels to clean, renewable energy. Energy grids can vary from one state to another, which means that the carbon footprint of driving an electric vehicle ranges depending on the source of its electricity. The very good news? Because electric vehicles are more efficient in converting energy to power cars and trucks, electricity across the board is cleaner and cheaper as a fuel for vehicles, even when that electricity comes from the dirtiest grid. Running electric or hybrid cars on the grid in any state has lower greenhouse gas emissions than gasoline-powered cars, as revealed in a study by experts at the Union of Concerned Scientists. And as states clean up their energy grids, the benefits of electric vehicles become stronger. Electric cars run at least partially on electricity, unlike conventional vehicles that use a gasoline or diesel-powered engine. Electric cars and trucks use an electric motor powered by electricity from batteries or a fuel cell. Though electric cars can be more expensive to purchase than their conventional counterparts, the higher upfront cost is often reduced through federal and state incentives. The cost to refuel an electric car can also be a fraction of the cost of gasoline, meaning that electric cars can have a lower total cost of ownership. Switching to an electric car can save you big time, on average, over $700 a year in fueling costs, and over $1,000 a year in some cities. What kind of electric car should I consider? Plug-in hybrids can offer increased environmental performance and lower refueling costs compared to conventional vehicles. Because they are rechargeable from an outlet, they replace miles that would have been driven on gasoline with electricity, using the gasoline engine on longer trips. To use a plug-in hybrid effectively, drivers do need access to a place to park and plug in, though a regular 120-volt outlet is usually sufficient. And since most plug-in hybrids are passenger cars, prospective buyers shouldn't regularly require space for more than 5 occupants, and they shouldn't need to tow. What are the benefits of buying an electric car? There are plenty of reasons why someone would want to buy an electric car. One of the most prominent is the environment. While electric cars are still only as green as the electricity used to power them, they are still far better for the planet than conventional cars. They generate fewer emissions and are more efficient. 95% of the energy generated by an electric car is put into motion, whereas the internal combustion engine is only 30% efficient, the rest of the energy being lost as heat or noise. But there are other benefits too. There are lower operating costs, as a full charge costs significantly less than a tank of gasoline. Fewer movable parts means that maintenance costs are lower as well. A growing number of consumers may be interested, but most have limited experience with electric vehicles, despite the fact that some EVs have been on the market for years, including models from Chevrolet, Ford, Nissan, and Tesla. And many consumers naturally will have questions about how an electric car might fit into their lives. Electric vehicles come in all shapes and sizes, from small hatchbacks to luxury SUVs Some are electric versions of familiar models. Others are all-new vehicles engineered to strictly use electric power. There are two basic kinds of plug-ins: battery electric vehicles, or BEVs, that run exclusively on electricity, and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, or PHEVs, that can run on electricity for a limited distance before switching to gas-electric hybrid mode. We hope you found this video valuable. Let us know what your opinion on all this is down in the comments section. And don't forget to like it. Share it with your friends.